The talk station in Alabama, WVNN. Depend on it. Alabama's best, no-holds-barred, constitutionally conservative, Christ-centered talk radio. If that don't fire you up, your wood's wet. Now, it's time for your bearded host, Zach Walker.
Good morning. Welcome into Boomer and the Beard. We are excited that you're here. We thank you so much for joining us each and every morning. This show would not exist without you. Thank you, George W. Bush. You'll get that joke in a little while. Man, we got a good show for you. We've got a new Supreme Court justice. We've got another cop hunting black men in West Philly. We've got more riots. Clearly, race has everything to do with everything in this country. We've got a former vice president who can't remember if he's running against George W. Bush or Donald J. Trump. We've got Obama speaking to a crowd of like 2 people. It's going to be a full day. It's going to be a full day. And before we get started, we got to get the team on the field. We got to get the whole team on the field. This is not a, one-man game. We are a full team, and we've got to get everyone on the field. The best exported product from Shelbyville, Kentucky. Since Colonel Sanders, he still watches movies on VHS, impresses his wife with his mixtape from the late 80s, early 90s, and is actually old enough to know what it means to shake it like a Polaroid picture. The godfather of old souls, Boomer. What's up, buddy?
Hey, good morning.
How are you, man?
Doing good. I'm up and awake and functioning today. So good.
Thank God. What would happen if you weren't?
I wouldn't be here.
Nope, that's a fact. That's a fact. Thank you for that.
Truth.
Thank you for that. Wow.
Hey, Boomer, that's hashtag truth right
No,
there.
hashtag
truth.
Who's speaking? We don't have to introduce people before they talk?
I didn't recognize her
No.
this morning.
Oh, well, then I guess I'll bring Sandee Lou Who in to join us.
Hey.
What's up, Sandee?
Oh, everything. The sky is up.
All right,
The
Connor,
hopes are
how are you,
up.
buddy? Producer Connor. Let's go over here to Producer Connor.
Give Sandee her time.
Well, she was
Thank
being
you, Connor.
she was being sarcastic, so I just moved
No,
on.
I wasn't. Everything is great today.
Oh, well, you said I said what's up, and you said the sky is up.
Everything. Well,
Is
it
that
is.
a little? Is that not a little sarcastic?
No.
Okay. All right.
I mean, only if you take it that way.
All right. Yeah, I got you.
Boomer, Connor, did y'all take it that way?
Connor, you better be truthful right now.
So I'm doing good this morning.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I think if he was in the other studio, he may have answered differently, but he's just close enough with an arm shot. It
What you think? I'm going to physically harm him?
might.
I
No,
might,
but he
I might
thinks it.
verbally harm him. I'm not going to physically harm him.
You know, I have really enjoyed being over here without all of the male things going on. Like, this is my territory, and, like, I'm in here all by myself, and it is fabulous.
She's in her own, like, estrogen pod.
I am! It's awesome.
In the
You're going to be hearing a lot more from me now. Aren't you glad that you put me over here on controls?
Yeah.
It's like
Yep.
we're here in the Manly and in the Hello Kitty studio.
With all the sparkles and glitter and everything galore.
and hair extensions and everything.
And hair. Beautiful hair.
That's so good.
You know, I come in one day looking like a guy. The next day I come in with long hair. You never know what I'm going to come in like tomorrow.
That-
Oh, is it turned off?
and
No,
we're,
I'm getting it reset up.
and we're
Don't worry.
and we're glad you're in that studio too, right?
Yes, absolutely. No, I just wanted to let your joke breathe for a minute. That's all.
It's great.
The Southern
Anyone
Ghost,
who is
the
upright.
Ghost Girls reached out.
Oh, did they?
They did. They want to talk to you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let me.
Am I in trouble?
let
I feel like
me-
I'm getting sent to
let
the
me
principal's office.
Let me read the text. Thank you so much for letting us use your building this past weekend. We had an absolute blast. and got lots of interesting evidence. Can you have the girl that came from the studio give me a call? She had some interesting things going on. She can call me at, here's the number.
Blah, blah, blah.
Thank
blah,
you
blah,
again.
Oh, they liked me.
Maybe, or maybe they just
Please
wanna
tell
know.
me their phone number's like 555 boo.
It's not,
It should be.
but it's not.
Oh, I love that. That would be awesome.
It's just a regular number.
It'd be cute.
You're on a roll this morning.
I
Boo.
know. There wasn't anybody at Waffle House, so I had to kind of talk to myself today. So I started my day off great.
That's fabulous. I feel
What a
like my
waffle.
estrogen is reaching through the mic to Boomer.
Oh, it's doing something.
Yeah. Well, when you're diabetic and you eat a waffle with syrup, it just does things.
Oh. You know they have sugar-free syrup. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's got worse stuff apparently. If I don't want to die of cancer and diabetes, so I'll just stick to diabetes.
That's not funny, but it is. Oh, my gosh.
I know.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Hey, Zach,
how are you? Welcome to
Oh.
the field.
Thanks, guys.
Or do we need to go to Connor first? Which one?
Well,
Yeah,
we
let's
already
go to
went
Connor.
Well, he just kind of.
Yeah, but he lied. He had an opportunity to be truthful, and he didn't do it.
When I said I was doing good, you think I was lying?
No, you skirted
Oh,
the
there you
actual
go, Connor.
question, which is an untruth.
I don't even remember what the actual question was now.
See, there you go. Way to go, Connor.
It was a question about Sandee's sarcasm. I'll have you remember.
I was not being sarcastic.
I think that was genuine joy.
Okay.
And
He's lying again.
no.
No, it really was.
Sandy's a
He's
bubbly
being
person. I think that's characteristic.
See, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
What would you characterize Zach as?
Zach.
Trying to help him
A
out.
big, bold, beautiful,
Yeah,
bearded.
every
Bonanza
adjective that's in your
boy.
in your intro.
By the way, today is Cranky Coworkers Day. Just want to throw that out.
Oh.
Today is Cranky Coworkers Day.
Aw, Zach, don't be cranky.
You're about to.
Do I need to come over there and give you a hug?
You will get
Do I
muted.
need to come
before
give
the
you a
show's over.
hug?
I'm going to mute you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Nah,
Try
never.
me.
Aw, Zach, I love you.
I love you too. It doesn't
In
mean-
a
it doesn't
friendly
mean I'm not
kind of
gonna
way.
mute you.
I
Did
think
you
our
hear?
listeners will be a
Did
little
you
bit
hear
upset.
Senator Mazie Hirono? Did you hear her vote? The Hawaiian senator. Did you hear what she said?
Gave the big
She said, "Hell no." That's so funny. Stay classy, Macy. How about that?
Yeah.
Maisie, whatever your name is. I feel like that's a play.
Maisie.
No, never mind. Oh
It's like
wow!
a cartoon character.
Did anyone just see that?
I did not.
I did not.
Well, clearly.
Well, there's
Sandy,
4
thank you.
TVs. My ADD is like, so which TV am I looking at?
Well,
Which
no,
one?
it was a punt. It was
Where'd it
a Boise State punt. The ball was deep snap to the punter. He caught it. He took a step forward. He went to punt it. And he kicked it off the up blocker's butt,
Oh, nice.
and it went backwards.
Go sports.
And it went backwards.
He will definitely be a cranky coworker.
Call that a touchback.
Especially if it did like Zach.
Okay.
Oh, Connor's in the house.
Dad jokes rubbing off. Yes.
He's always had dad jokes, for the record, even though
Okay.
you're not a dad, right, Connor?
Oh,
I
gosh,
just wanna make sure.
Zach.
I just want to make sure. That's a fair question.
Not for Connor. Connor's
Oh
a fine,
man, what a
upstanding
day!
young
What a
man.
day! I'm letting you guys get everything out in the first segment, so we can actually have our show for the other 7 segments. So-
Hey, this is part of the show.
Yeah, no, trust me, I'm aware. I do it every day.
And every day we get off the show and you go, why did I ask them to come on again?
It's usually a potpourri
Yeah.
of topics.
Yeah.
The silence is very
It'll be like,
reassuring.
oh yeah, do you see the guy got kicked in the butt? Hey, murder hornets are back. Just want to throw that out there. And
That's every day. The first segment of the show when I do the podcast description, it opens with the same sentence. We open the show with our usual banter. And this is what our usual banter looks like.
There you go.
we're calibrating.
That's
like
it.
Jack says we're calibrating. We're getting calibrated.
Joe Scarborough compares Donald Trump to Mr. Putin. Trump would kill reporters if he could get away with it. What? I gotta find out what this is. Man, we're gonna have to
Dun
talk about
dun
this at some point.
dun.
Wow. Wow. So now we're accusing the American president of wanting to kill the media? Okay. All right. Interesting. Not a lot of stories out today.
Scarborough went to Alabama, didn't he?
I hope not.
I think so.
I think he did, but I
Yeah.
think he got his graduate degree from Florida.
So every time you say his name, you got to say Roll Tide.
Rotat.
He used to be a congressman, too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He used to be conservative, I think.
Yeah, I think he was a Republican from
Then he
Florida.
married Mika, and things changed.
All that incest
Mika.
stuff going on in the government. It's crazy. There's so much corruption. I got some I had some comments on the old Governor Newsom thing yesterday. That was we hit a hot button there, folks.
Yeah, we did.
As well we should have. It's terrifying. But what can you do? Let's go to a break. When we come back, I've got an announcement. We've got a guest coming on at 6:30, a new guest that'll be bringing us a tech update. We've got all kinds of stuff going on today. So stay tuned. You don't want to go anywhere. Keep your dials right where they're at, or you're a communist. You're listening to Boomer and the Beard. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat.
In any home, cabinets are an instrumental part of your design. So, when you open your current cabinets, what instrument do they play? Wouldn't you rather they sounded like this? They can. It just takes one call to us.
Cabinet Express Online, North Alabama's premier cabinet supplier. Whether you want a complete custom kitchen or some of our RTA line, at Cabinet Express Online, you will get the most value out of your hard-earned money every time. Are you looking for framed or frameless? Either way, in no time at all, your dream kitchen can be a reality. And the only place you should trust to bring that dream to life is Cabinet Express Online. Schedule your free design consultation today with Cabinet Express Online. Call 256-289-7355. That's 289-7355. And online at CabinetExpressOnline.com. Design your custom kitchen today with Cabinet Express Online.
Though the world is full of wonders to amaze you as you roam, some of life's greatest treasures are found very close to home.
Find your own treasures at Highway 31 Flea Market. We have it all. Lots of furniture, both painted and project pieces, along with chairs, tables, televisions, books, and so much more. Our prices are unbeatable with products you'll love. Maybe you're looking for a bed frame, or maybe some tools. You'll find a great selection right here at Highway 31 Flea Market. We also have all kinds of collectibles and antiques. Want even more deals? You can jump on board with our week-long online auctions, beginning every Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's simple. You can join the auction at fleamarket.highbid.com. That's fleamarket.hibid.com. And be sure to visit us Monday through Saturday from 9 till 5 at Highway 31 Flea Market on Highway 31 South in Athens. What will you find when you shop Highway 31 Flea Market?
This is Mike 4 years ago. This is Mike having the same conversation with Debbie just last month. And today, he's at it again.
What's that, Mike?
I said, but our house is still underwater.
How do you know? Have you had it appraised lately?
Oh, well, no.
Has the coronavirus made your life less financially stable? Are you worried about your next mortgage payment? Reed's Family REI is a family-based real estate investing company ready to buy your house for cash in any area or condition and close in 2 weeks. You don't have to fix it up. There's no agent fees and we handle the closing costs. Selling a home can be very stressful, and Wyatt Reed and his team at Reed's Family REI will put together the best possible offer for your specific needs. Sell your home fast with Reed's Family REI. 931-292-2875. That's 931-292-2875. And online at reedsfamilyrei.org. Reed's Family REI. Creative real estate experts for all your buying or selling needs.
This is News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN.
Welcome back to Hometown Harper, Boomer and the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, bold, beautiful, boisterous, bearded host. This morning we are we're keyed up, ready to go. Got a lot of energy rocking this morning, and do I have an announcement for everyone? Let me tell you something. We are super excited to bring you Frederick's Outdoor TV. What is that, you ask? That's a great question. We will be partnering with Frederick's Outdoors on Bethel Road in Priceville, your number one place for bass boats, Mahindra tractors, pretty much everything you need to get the job done outside. They have it. They are a Skeeter dealer, Bass Cat, Mahindra, ATX boats, which is like a wakeboarding boat. They've got pretty much every kind of watercraft imaginable. As well as tractors and such. We're going to be starting a outdoor TV channel, and you're listening to the host. How about them apples?
What?
Yeah. So yesterday,
that's pretty awesome.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yesterday, I brought home my Mahindra Retriever, and before you know it, we'll have a boat that there'll be like fishing videos, hunting videos. If you like those duck hunting, I mean anything that's in season, we'll go chase it and document our travels and experiences as we go and bring that to you through Frederick's Outdoors. I'll be making the announcement on the 7th officially. At the Trace Adkins concert, which I will be emceeing. So that's kind of cool.
Cool.
That's very cool.
To meet Trace Adkins. So, anyways, that'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that. My wife was like, "Wait a minute, you're just gonna hunt and fish, and that's gonna be part of your job?" And I was like, "Yep." And she was like, "I hate you." It's like, well, that's encouraging, babe. Thank you.
She meant that in the best of ways.
Yeah, well, she just wishes she could hunt and fish for a living too. So that's not true. My wife doesn't like to hunt or fish. She has been hunting with me before.
Oh, that was fun, I bet.
It was.
I mean, I'm sure. Sitting there quietly, no one yelling her name. She didn't have to do anything. Just sit there and watch.
Sounds like Sandy wants to go hunting.
Do you want to go hunting? Sandy, do you want to go hunting?
I don't know about that.
Do you want to go sit in a quiet place for 4 hours?
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, Sandy wants to go hunting.
I mean, I could do that at a spa. I mean, I'm just saying.
You could do that at a spa. Yeah, but the spa is not the spa. There's no, nature is God's spa.
Oh, absolutely.
There's nothing better than sitting in a tree watching the sun come up. Nothing better in the world. I'll just tell you that. You don't have to.
Maybe to man.
It's a fact. It's a fact. So, so what? I mean, let's go to. Let's see if we have any early callers today. 1-866-494-9866. 866-494 WVNN. We want to hear from you. If you're awake, if you're listening, if you're dialed into the show. Call us right now. Bring something to the table. I don't care what it is. Just bring it to the table. Let's talk about it. Maybe it's some ghost story. Maybe it's from yesterday's show. Maybe it's from today's show. I don't care. Let's talk about it. In the meantime, what did you say today was?
Today was a Cranky Coworkers Day.
Cranky Coworkers Day. Maybe you want to tell us about your crankiest coworker you've ever had. For me, it's Connor.
Cranky.
Wow.
I'm kidding, Connor.
I'm not cranky.
Can I vote for myself?
You could, yeah, if you'd like to.
Yes, you
can.
can.
Look, I've got a little crank in me. All right, I got a little crank.
I don't think I've ever been called cranky.
I don't think cranky's. I've been called way worse than that, but never cranky. Maybe you want to tell us the worst thing you've ever been called. Who knows? 1-866-494-9866.
Not
yes,
a good
please don't
idea.
do that. Please don't do that. That would be irresponsible.
In a good Christian
at a
way.
minimum.
Beat yourself.
Irresponsible at a minimum, if not purely derelict at the worst. So, So I guess we have to. I've been trying to beat around the bush a little bit, but we're gonna have to talk about West Philadelphia. Born and raised on the playground is where. Sorry.
I know, that's exactly what came to my head, too.
Cool and all shooting stuff. Sorry. When you hear West Philadelphia, it's just like, it just happens. So yesterday, police shot yet another black man. Now, in this situation, the man was armed. He was quite armed. He had a knife. He was told we sat here and watched the video a little bit during the break. Over and over and over again, told to stand down. He kept chasing the police with a large knife. What do you think's going to happen?
They're supposed to use a blow dart. Hit him in the neck. Trip him. That's what they're supposed to do.
If I, a white man, who knows most of the cops in the city where I live, if I grabbed a knife and I got out of my truck, and, for instance, Officer Mickey Hart, the officer that you've heard about on this show, he comes in, he brought us breakfast. He's just a really good dude. He's one of my good buddies. If Officer Mickey Hart pulled me over and I got out of the vehicle and started chasing him around with a knife, I'm going to get shot. Do you know why? I've got
because
a deadly
you're being
weapon
an idiot.
and I'm trying to kill the police officer. Therefore, I'm going to get shot. Now, in the interview that we saw, we heard, why didn't they shoot him in the leg? That's never going to be an option. I've heard Joe Biden say that too, by the way.
Yeah.
Just shoot him in the leg. That's just not an option.
Why don't we just talk about it?
Yeah, they could have used a
before.
taser. I mean, have you seen the videos of tasers not working? I mean, it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yep.
But nonetheless, West Philadelphia was set ablaze last night. Protests, unrest, violence. For what? For a man that tried to kill some cops and got shot? Now, all life is precious. I want to be very clear on that. But what else are you supposed to do? I don't understand what these cops are being asked to do. Could someone please explain that to me? We got. Can someone please explain to me what the cops are supposed to do? Like, what are the options there? The phones are starting to light up. Apparently, we've hit a chord. 866-494-9866. We want to hear from you.
This weekend in Madison, Sunday, on the corner right out in front of the Planet Fitness, they're coming up on the anniversary of the Dana Fletcher deal that happened in Madison. And there's still, even though they've seen all the videos and all the, they didn't release the video. They did the still shots. He had a gun. He's pointing a gun at a cop.
Hey, do you know what's going to happen to you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't question that.
Chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
Yeah. The one thing I don't understand, and I think that Candace Owens kind of said this, is she's like, it's like, that's one thing that I kind of don't understand sometimes is the immediate defense.
Yeah.
Like, that guy had a knife. I don't care if he's white, black, orange, purple. If someone starts the story
if he's
with
purple,
right? If you start the story with, he had a knife, he was told to drop it, and he was coming towards cops.
Yeah, let me tell you how this story ends.
Bang,
bang.
Yeah, all the time.
Let's go to Johnny on line 4. Johnny's got something to say about the shooting. Johnny, bring it in here. Bring it strong, baby.
Yeah, sure. I'm 54 years old. Back when I was a kid growing up, the cops used to shoot the crooks in the legs. They kept on, got lawsuits, got the cops shooting them in the legs. Now they wanting the tasers and all this. They've got to the point where that don't work. So now the politicians lobbied and kept on and got them from stop shooting the crooks in the legs are telling them to shoot them in the legs again. So that these folks will pay attention to history, go back and do research or history, they will know what's going on in America today. Politicians are doing whatever it takes to get elected.
You're not wrong. I know that, Johnny. Thank you for the call, Johnny. I appreciate that. That is, I don't know.
Yeah. What part of the leg do you shoot?
Yeah, I mean,
because if you shoot towards like the main artery, then they're going to die too.
Anyways, and they're just going to bleed out.
Yeah.
You know?
I just don't get it.
Well, it's just not smart. It's just not. It's not a safe way. It's not how. That's not how we protect our law enforcement officers. But again, that's pretty much most of the point, right? Is they don't care about the law enforcement officers.
And let's always defend the crooks. That's smart.
Yeah, genius. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat. I am Zach Walker, your big, bold, beautiful, bearded host. We will be right back. I didn't think about
it. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat. This is News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. News starts now.
After weeks of hearings and a vote along party lines, Amy Coney Barrett has taken the first of 2 oaths of office as she becomes the next Supreme Court Justice of the United States. President Trump on the South Lawn of the White House last night.
The American people put their trust in you and their faith in you as you take up the task of defending our laws, our Constitution, and this country that we all love.
Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer still insisting the Republicans pushed through the nomination unfairly.
After refusing a Democratic nominee to the Supreme Court because an election was 8 months away, they will confirm a Republican nominee before an election that is 8 days away.
The presidential election a week from today, but more than 60 million Americans have already cast their ballots early. Hospitalizations and deaths per day from COVID-19 are on the rise, just as health experts had predicted once the cold weather begins setting in. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
If your computer stopped working, your business will grind to a standstill. This is Zach Walker, your big, beautiful, bearded host. For my friends over at Simple Helix, the cost of a full-time IT department is really just unreasonable. Call Simple Helix today at 256-975-4758. They never take a vacation and cost far less than a full-time employee or staff. This new normal we live in has us working from home and remoting in all the time, so 24-hour support is more important than ever. Reliable and safe access for you and your employees doesn't get more simple than Simple Helix. 256-975-4758. That's 975-4758. Tell them the beard sent you.
Karen's a quilter.
Karen's Quality Quilts. Quality custom quilts quickly.
How's the quilting business, Karen?
Kind of quiet. My quest to quadruple my quilting sales has created a quagmire.
Can I be candid, Karen?
Okay.
You need a website that can encompass the quality of your quilts.
I know quilts, but I know no computers. They're confusing.
But there are people who know coding like you know quilting.
Who's that?
I'm glad you asked. Web Underdog creates websites that don't just catch the eye, they catch customers. And they're as user-friendly for you as they are for your clients. We build high-quality, clean, well-coded, custom designs for organizations of all sizes that are affordable, professional, and specially made for your brand and visitors. Outside of responsive web design, Web Underdog also offers search engine optimization, website management, and so much more. Give your business the professional touch and contact Web Underdog for a free web design quote. Call 256-998-0667. That's 998-0667 and online at webunderdog.com. Web Underdog, your local web design and SEO agency.
Where Alabama talks, WVNN. Depend on it.
Welcome back to Hometown Heartbeat, Boomer and the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, bold, beautiful bearded host. Check it in this morning with producer Connor, Sandee Lou Who, and Master Control, and of course, in old seat number 2, Boomer.
How's it going?
Oh, come on, man. I'm just just living my best life. You know, too blessed to be stressed. I know what that means. Florida man steals bulldozer, runs down Biden signs. This is a man after my own heart. Haines City, Florida. Why does weird stuff come out of Florida? I mean, doesn't it seem disproportionately that Florida just puts out weird headlines more often?
But if you have people that
disproportionately,
their idea of retirement is where alligators are, it's not my. I wouldn't do that. Hurricanes and alligators, it's not my place. So yeah, maybe it says a lot about them.
26-year-old man has been accused of stealing a bulldozer from a Florida construction site, driving it into a neighborhood and knocking down campaign signs for Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden.
He's just taking out the trash. That's all he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
The man took the bulldozer in Haines City on Saturday and repeatedly destroyed Biden signs in full view of the people who lived in the neighborhood, witnesses said. He was charged with grand theft auto and trespassing. Yeah, that's going to be... Oh, wow. This man came onto my property, took the 2 Joe Biden signs I had in my yard, and then came back with a bulldozer to run down my fence.
I was going to say, like, what kind of signs were these that he needed a bulldozer? But okay, so the bulldozer came to destroy other property, pulled the signs up, and then came back with a bulldozer just to completely remove them from the state.
Do you remember my comment that I'm not against drinking, but I can say that I've never been able to look at myself in the mirror and say, you know what, that night I was drinking, something really good happened to me. Turns out, surprisingly, Blight was too drunk to remember what had happened. And there it is.
What?
And
no
there
way.
it is. So can you get a DWI or DUI for drinking and driving a bulldozer?
You can.
Operating heavy machinery?
You can get one for riding a bicycle.
No question about it.
Yep.
No question.
Way to go, Florida. Go Gators.
Right?
Go Gators.
Oh, man.
He was probably bored because there weren't a lot of Biden signs when I went down to Florida. There were not a lot of them. So he probably just got bored, was like, I took down the 3 that were up. Let me just tear down this guy's gate.
Maybe he needed a new fence. Maybe it was time.
Maybe he did. Maybe he had holes in it and he was just trying to help him out there.
This guy just had too much Trump in him. You know? He just had too much Trump in him. Kind of like the guy that knifed the baby Trump balloon. That's what he said, was he just had too much Trump. In him. Yep. Some yeah, sure. What do you I guess I'm not mad at you.
Yeah. Why can't they say what he was drinking? Because I'd like to know what you're drinking that makes you go from stealing signs to destroying the fence.
Yeah,
remember,
or how many drinks, because there's that moment where you've had enough, and the next one puts you over the edge, and sometimes you just run up to the edge and jump off. You know.
Yeah. Like, I never jumped off the level of stealing a bulldozer.
No, that's now I might have been at that level, but I've never acted on it. At some point in my life, I've probably been there. Of course, that was before Jesus radically transformed my life 6 years ago. So not glorifying any of that, certainly. But yeah, there it is. I guess he had too much Trump in him. He had him a whiskey drink or whatever it was, and he, by golly, took a bulldozer and ran down some Joe Biden signs. And then, oh, by the way, got the fence while he was at it. Oh, I bet he had low ears out of Florida. We're going to go to Mike on line 5. Mike, bring it in here. Bring something strong.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you, sir?
Well, I was listening to your story about the fella who ran over with the bulldozer, and something that happened to my uncle. Funny, not so funny, but still funny. He got a DUI for operating his wheelchair.
No.
In Arkansas.
Wow.
What?
No way.
Absolutely. Unbelievable.
No way.
So, yes, I do believe with the bulldozer you could get the DUI.
Mike, are you lying to me?
Was it motorized?
No,
a motorized
I'm
wheelchair?
absolutely 100% honest. He has, my uncle was paraplegic, had an electric wheelchair. He was on his way to his friend's house who lived next door, got out on the road, and an officer just happened to pull him over right there and DUI.
Please tell me he was talking like Lieutenant Dan the whole time.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
If only I could have been there.
That would have. I guarantee you, if that would have came up on our news, that would be one we would read. Man in wheelchair gets DUI in Arkansas. I would jump on that. That's clickbait
Mike,
all day long.
Mike, one question. What? I went to college in Arkansas.
Sure.
I'm quite familiar with the state. What part of Arkansas are we talking about here?
Well, he lived in a little town called Williford, just outside of Hardy, Arkansas.
Okay.
And that's probably about 50 miles from Jonesboro.
Okay, I know Jonesboro quite well. I probably should have gotten a DWI in Jonesboro myself. Okay, Mike, thank you for that. You get caller of the week probably.
Hey, y'all have a great morning.
You too, buddy. Thanks for listening. If there's anybody can beat that, call, I'd like to hear it because that.
Oh man,
good
that one
Lord.
topped the
I guess we
hill
probably
right
should have
there,
dug
and then just
deeper into that because I want to be like, okay, where was he?
First of all,
with said.
Yes.
First of all, I thought he said quadriplegic, and I
Yes.
was like, "How did that work?"
Yeah, somebody just
but then he
feeding
said,
dreams.
then I remembered he said paraplegic, and I was like, "Okay, so it's
Yes.
the top half was working, so he had something to drink with."
We failed as
That
interviewers
is
because we should have been like,
awesome.
so where was said vehicle when he got the DUI?
On the street.
But I mean, like
in the
interstate?
neighborhood. No, in
No,
the neighborhood. 'Cause
okay.
You're not a bad interview. You just don't listen.
Well, yeah.
He literally was going to his neighbor's house, but he got on the road to do it, and that's when a cop pulled him over.
Gosh, in the neighborhood.
I don't know if it's a neighborhood or like a rural, but it was a residential area.
A rural
area.
Let's see.
Wow.
I wonder if that.
I'd love to talk to
if
the
it's
cop.
in that, Google it and see. What do you say the town was named? Haley?
It was right outside of Hardy.
Hardy.
I remember that.
No. Awesome.
Oh my goodness, that is fantastic.
Lieutenant Dan.
No, apparently getting a DUI in a wheelchair
it's common
is not as uncommon as you would think.
What?
Yeah, it's apparently not as uncommon as you would think. DUI.
Oh, this is awesome.
Let's see. Ronnie
Just when I
Hicks,
thought it was gonna be a
54, booked into Tampa.
boring Tuesday.
The Tampa with a driving while intoxicated. So it's
that's strong.
It's not. Yeah, it's not uncommon.
strong.
Wow.
You've jumped into a pretty big
highly
wormhole
powered
there.
right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I thought the man was lying, and so now I know he's not because apparently you can get DWIs for operating your wheelchair all over the place. It's not an uncommon thing.
That is fantastic. I would love to see someone go down Jefferson and get pulled over, like right in front of the salon. Like I want to see that visual. I will be out there with my phone videoing the whole time. Like that would be so fantastic.
I don't disagree. Wow. Okay. Well, there it is.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike, you,
Yes.
sir, are a gentleman and a scholar. And we appreciate you as well as salute you for sure. So yeah, let's go to a break. When we come back, we want to hear more from you. 1-866-494-9866, 866-494-WVNN. What do you got? I bet you can't beat Mike's story. That's all I'm saying. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat, Boomer and the Beard. I'll be right back.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat.
You go as hard as you can. And then a little harder.
And then it was like I stepped funny,
you know? Mm-hmm. And I could barely walk on it. Okay, let's take a look.
At Lang Chiropractic, we'll help your sports performance and your overall health by improving your range of motion, flexibility, relieving inflammation, and so much more. Focusing to improve your health and wellness in all areas of your life. Whether you're having trouble with back pain, neck pain, or just want to start feeling better when you wake up in the morning, Dr. David Lang is focused on a whole person approach, finding those underlying causes and creating a personalized plan for your individual needs. Schedule your visit by calling 256-444-1600. That's 444-1600 at Lang Chiropractic on Highway 72 East in Athens in the Publix Shopping Center. Visit us online at langchiropracticcenter.com. Lang Chiropractic. We've got your back. Come see us today.
You don't need a diet. That's work. You don't need a stylist. They're overrated. And you don't need to hang out with older or fatter people just to seem better in comparison either. All you need are these masters of video production. They'll make you look good.
Make your videos look good with Cotton Row Productions, the official live stream provider of Hometown Heartbeat and The Dale Jackson Show. We can handle events, church live streams, and your digital advertising. Call Cotton Row Productions today, 256-289-7355. That's 289-7355.
What's better than pizza? That's right, nothing. Well, maybe except for the many ways you can eat it. I like thinner crust. Oh, and with a side of ranch. Mm-hmm.
I'll take mine with a pretty crazy assortment of toppings. Thousands. With a side of wings. Hot ones.
Pizza. It's a beautiful thing and found all over the world. But for your slice of the pie here locally, you want to try Donato's Pizza in Madison. Enjoy our famous pizzas loaded with edge-to-edge toppings, 100 slices of pepperoni, the family recipe sausage, fresh hand-cut veggies, and premium cheeses like our aged smoked provolone. You'll notice the Donato's difference. But why stop there? We also offer subs, calzones, wings, and desserts. Don't keep eating those same old leftovers. Make tonight a Donato's night with Donato's Pizza on Madison Boulevard in Madison. Call 256-772-6789. That's 772-6789. And online at Donatos.com. Donato's Pizza, where every piece is important.
Where is your haircut gone? We know you don't get out as much. You don't drive by your regular sport clips and pop in for that MVP haircut experience that is so much more than a haircut. But isn't it worth getting out for? For that legendary hot steam towel for your face, massaging shampoo that makes you melt into your seat. Oh man, you remember that, right? We found your haircut. It's right where you left it. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
The Dale Jackson Show, weekday mornings only on WVNN.
Welcome back to Hometown Heartbeat. I am Zach Walker, your big, bold, beautiful, bearded host. This morning with me, Sandee Lou, producer Connor, and in seat number 2, old Boomer. How are you, buddy?
I'm good.
Good.
Excited.
Good.
Excited to be up and going this morning.
Yeah, well, it's
never
about
would
time.
have thought that I would have got up on a Tuesday morning, heard about wheelchair DUIs. Sandee would have had long hair.
Yeah. Sinbad had something to say about that. For those of you that haven't seen the Sinbad stand-up comedy on extensions, you should check it out.
So, Sandee, you're in a situation where, so you're a hairdresser, so coming in with different hairstyles or different lengths of hair is not shocking to people.
Oh, no, they expect it from me. As
But,
much as I change my hair, yeah.
Yeah, but if you were a regular average Joe out in the street working day to day in a normal job, not in the hairdresser, would you want to walk into that slowly or?
No.
Wow, bless you.
No, I've never been that type of person. I would definitely go for it. And even before I became a hairdresser, I was constantly changing my hair. Constantly.
Because if I came in with a full head of hair tomorrow.
Okay, that would be a little creepy.
Y'all be
not going to lie.
You're like, that's your Halloween costume for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did have somebody ask me one time because I put like this really I'm talking like it was so pink. It was like Pepto-Bismol pink in the front. And I happened to do it right around Halloween time. And after Halloween, the gentleman came up to me and said, "You do realize that Halloween is over with, right?" And I said, "Yeah, so?" And he said, "You might want to change your hair." And I said, "No, it's going to stay this way." So,
ooh,
yeah.
Pretty bold.
I've heard it all, and I don't care. I still be me.
It looks nice. I'm not attacking it. I promise.
Oh, I didn't think that you were. I didn't think you were at all.
So how are you, Zach?
Zach, on the other hand. No, I'm just kidding.
This
I'm kidding.
Is where
I'm
I
kidding.
get in trouble for saying absolutely nothing. It's where I literally say nothing for an entire segment, and I'm still the bad guy.
No.
Fantastic. We've got some comments out here on the live stream. Joseph, Hoagland, whatever. Sorry, buddy.
Wow.
I butchered that one. He's traveling. He said, "So glad you guys do a live stream so I can hear you while I'm out of town." Joseph, you can also hear us on the iHeartRadio app. If you'll type in News Talk 770 AM 92.5 FM WVNN onto your iHeartRadio app, it'll pull it up. You can listen to it anywhere, anytime. Or not anytime, but anywhere at the same time. And then you can listen to us via the archives by going to the podcast on anywhere you get podcasts. You just type in Hometown Heartbeat, Boomer and the Beard. Did we change the name yet, Connor? Hometown Heartbeat with Zach Walker. And get the podcast, and there you go. He also had a question. He said, "I want to know what led the cop to believe he was under the influence." He's talking about the DWI on the old wheelchair there. That's a good question.
Maybe he was like riding going.
Here's the other thing, right? I mean, if you don't wear a helmet, that technically that would be considered a like a motorcycle.
Yes.
So if you don't have a helmet on, there's probable cause to pull you over.
But see, I would think exactly
At
the opposite.
20 miles per hour.
If I saw the guy in the wheelchair with a helmet, I would think he was drunk.
Yes. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Exactly.
But per the letter of the law, if you're operating a motor vehicle, like an open motor vehicle without a helmet, that would be cause enough to pull you over.
I'm sorry, this story just gets funnier and funnier. Like, I'm just imagining someone going down the road in a little motorized wheelchair with a helmet on.
I'd get in trouble all the time. Because I would think that if you're in a wheelchair, it's just been a tough card you've been dealt, but you have to, like, make the best of it, right? I would be all about it. I mean, I would have sound effects. I'd have,
How was he supposed to get to his friend's house any other kind of way? Like, seriously.
Yeah,
well, he wasn't going to use his legs.
It's kind of discriminating because he's just wanting to get, but that's his only way to go.
I think he probably should have just stayed off the main road. If he would have stayed on a sidewalk,
it's Arkansas.
I don't think they can get for operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated on a sidewalk.
But you think in Hardy, Arkansas, you think they got sidewalks?
I have no idea.
Maybe they didn't have sidewalks
County
in the neighborhood.
Route 6. To get there.
Rural Route 6. Joseph says I nailed his last name, so there. Now I don't know which time, but
which time?
just throw 4 or 5 out there and see which one sticks. So,
there you go.
Just say Joseph.
Yeah, my man Big Joe. I call him J Money. So there you go. There's a ton of stuff. There's just so much out there with this. That's a good question. I don't particularly know how he would have avoided that. Does anyone have a better story than if I'm intrigued.
Yes, I'm like sitting here watching the phone.
I will tell you a story from my past that I'm not proud of. Okay, let me just be very clear. I was 21 years old, and I did not have a relationship with Jesus Christ, my Savior, and my life has been radically transformed by the gospel, and I don't, thank God, I'm being refined by Him on a daily basis. That being said, at this point in my life, I was not the man that I should have been, and I was once in a college town, leaving an establishment that served beverages, adult beverages, where I had partaken more than I should have. And I was, Johnny Law got on my tail. And when he approached the vehicle, he asked me if I had been drinking. And I asked him if he'd been drinking. He said, sir, have you been drinking? And I said, have you been drinking, officer? He said, I'm going to need you to get out of the vehicle. And I said, I'll try. No promises.
Oh, wow.
So you were a brave young lad.
No, I wasn't brave. I was hammered. And so learned a lesson there. Spent a night in jail. Had to call my parents. I mean, that was a big lesson learned. Obviously not big enough,
Shame.
but you would think something like that would change your life. It did not. But I had to learn the hard way. I was a very hard-headed person. And thank Jesus for his grace and mercy, because it's through that alone that I am no longer that man. Thank God.
Well, we've all done stupid.
Oh, yeah.
I think if anybody will admit.
No, it's not like I have the corner market on stupid, but I probably have a corner market on the volume of stupid. In this room, I probably have the corner market on the volume of stupid. We know Connor's, he's down there in the very low percentages of stupid. You and I probably...
Yeah,
in our years,
we'd run neck and neck probably.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I've heard stories about the Freak Daddy, so
yeah.
I know all about who you were. Sandee Lou, who on the other hand, she's just a little angel.
Exactly.
You hear that, Sandee? We fooled them.
Yes.
I would love to really.
Connor.
We wouldn't have to get into it on the air, but I would love to talk to Connor and say, "What is the worst thing you've ever done?" Yeah, I mean.
Oh yes.
I got a B.
I'd have to think about that one.
I stayed up to 9:30.
No. Now in that front, Connor is a night owl.
I'm really not, but quarantine.
Quarantine made him one.
Quarantine.
There was a couple Saturdays where I needed to get something from Connor, and I would be texting and calling, and it would be 1 or 2 in the afternoon when I would finally get a reply.
Wow.
Living on the edge.
Impressive is what it was. He had those Zoom calls with his friends till late in the evening.
Yeah.
I see you on a whole different level now.
Hey.
Wait, staying up late is what had her seeing you in a different light? If that's the case. No, my mother once she was very innocent, good. Her crowning achievement for making bad decisions was literally she got a B in bowling. And my pawpaw was like, "Really? You got a B in bowling? All you got to do is play well with others."
Oh, my.
So.
Yeah, that was my only bad thing, too.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm going to turn my mic off now. No.
Yeah, please do. That'd be awesome. I'm kidding.
Gosh.
So we've got the Columbia Medical School professors. First of all, Columbia, a bastion of conservatism, no doubt. I'll just read the quote. Before I read the headline, I'll read the quote. "We are ethically bound to identify threats to the health of patients and populations."
Oh, I can see where this is going.
Where do you think this is going?
Apparently, Trump is
a public health threat.
Yeah,
that's correct. Oh. They want to have Donald Trump declared a, quote, public health threat. Let me tell you what I think's happening. I'm just going to tell you what I think. I'm going to tell you what I think's happening. Everybody just hang tight. Here's exactly what's going on. Donald Trump is killing them in the polls. I think Donald Trump is, and I've said this from the beginning. Connor and I have a bet on this. I've said this from the beginning. I still believe it. Donald Trump is going to win by a wider margin of victory than anyone is expecting.
I hope that.
I think that's going to happen. Now, I could be way wrong about that. I was wrong once. It wasn't a Tuesday, but it's happened, okay? And so I still think that's going to happen. Joe Biden, they don't want him to be in public, yet he's having to come out of his basement because their internal polling is showing them something that says you've got to get on the trail. You've got to get out there. Okay? The number one Google search yesterday was, "Can I change my vote?"
That's big.
That's real big.
I did see that, yeah.
Now, which way is that going?
Well, I don't really
Who's the one that Googles the most, age-wise? It's going to be the younger people are going to use the Googler more, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think they probably went with their vote? where the media told him to go.
Yes.
So, I mean, I know it's a bit of a reach here, but they can't change their vote. So their votes are going to count, right? But I think Donald Trump has more – I think he has more support right now than anybody's willing to say out loud. And so what I think's happening is I think these liberal lunatic clowns all over the place are reaching for everything they can reach for to just throw at the wall and hope something sticks, kind of like Hillary's email server thing did right before the election in 2016. And it's a desperate attempt to – this coronavirus thing –
it's hurting my health right now.
Yeah, it's going to give me heart. It gives me indigestion because it's not. No one's saying it isn't real, but the threat that it poses is not real in comparison to what we're being told that it is. How is that? Is that a good way to say that?
Accurate statement.
This is your daily reminder that we shut down America, impoverished millions, forced businesses to fail, homeowners to foreclose over a virus that has a 99.96 survival rate, and the Democrats are demanding we continue the lockdowns for everyone but their protesters. We'll be right back.
WVNN Athens, WVNN FM Trinity, a Cumulus station. It's 6 o'clock. News starts now.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Amy Coney Barrett has been confirmed and taken her first oath of office to be the next Supreme Court Justice of the United States.
I, Amy Coney Barrett, do solemnly
Judge Amy Coney Barrett taking the first of two oaths she needs to officially join the U.S. Supreme Court. Justice Clarence Thomas administering the constitutional oath at the White House ceremony before Judge Barrett made a short statement.
It is the job of a judge to resist her policy preferences. It would be a dereliction of duty for her to give in to them.
Justice Barrett taking the oath not long after the Senate narrowly approving her nomination on a 52-48 vote, mostly along party lines. Andy Field, ABC News, Washington.
The presidential election is a week from today, but millions of Americans have already gone through the process.
The United States Election Project says a record more than 64 million Americans have already voted by mail or in person. That's approaching nearly half of the total number of votes in the 2016 election. In Texas, more than 7 million Americans have cast their ballots. That number makes up more than 75% of the total votes counted in the state in 2016.
ABC's Elizabeth Schulze in Washington. In 11 of the most competitive battleground states, coronavirus positivity rates are on the rise, including Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, North Carolina, and Arizona. Unrest in Philadelphia overnight after the police-involved shooting of a black man who Police Sergeant Eric Grip says refused to put down the knife he was holding.
There's several times, again, I don't know an exact number, of ordering the male to drop the knife. The two officers that were out there discharged their weapons, striking the male several times.
At least 30 people were arrested in overnight protests. Fierce Santa Ana winds causing wildfires to break out and then spread across Orange County, California.
It jumped, and we could see the flames from our house.
That homeowner in Silverado, thousands of acres have burned already. Tens of thousands of people have had to be evacuated. You're listening to ABC News.
Science shows that your immune system is highly affected by what you eat. So why not eat healthy? Fruits and vegetables contain the best chemistry for bolstering your immune system against all kinds of threats, such as viruses and bacteria. That's why Dr. Douglas Howard scientifically formulated Balance of Nature. Balance of Nature contains a powerful variety of fruits and vegetables. We flash dry the whole produce and grind them into a powder before delivering them to you in a convenient capsule form. Unlike other supplements, we use whole produce. We don't have to add back in any vitamins or chemicals to bolster its nutritional value. They are all there, just as Mother Nature intended. This method preserves all the nutrition and keeps the natural chemistry that can only be found in whole fruits and vegetables. Give your body the full effect of eating a wide array of whole fruits and vegetables with a blend that is designed with your immune system in mind. Experience the Balance of Nature difference for yourself. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off any new preferred order. Call 800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code FRUIT.
No two of us are exactly alike.
That's why you need a financial advisor with the freedom to focus on the details that make your life your own. Your family, the challenges you face, the dreams that inspire you. Whatever your goals, you need an advisor that can create a plan uniquely tailored to you. That's life well planned. To learn more, call Raymond James Financial Advisor Dustin Haraway, 256-705-0300. Located in downtown Huntsville. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc. Member FIRNA SIPC.
Thank you all for your support. This has been a great example of how we can come together. And to show our thanks, we provided these commemorative t-shirts for everyone.
Everyone? What? I only ordered enough for staff.
Are you kidding me?
How's it look?
Houston, we have a problem.
Aardvark Tees is the source for the t-shirts that you really want, specializing in local custom printing for businesses, clubs, and churches, providing the right t-shirts and the right graphics in all sizes from youth to 5XL. Brand your group in style with t-shirts from Aardvark Tees. We also do custom printing for youth groups, school clubs, corporate team building, and more. T-shirts are even great for family reunions. For high-quality prints and a variety of styles, call or message Aardvark Tees for your printing needs today. Call 256-732